Look at this here. This is Colorado. So what happened yesterday? What happened? So yeah, um, these are the different parts of Colorado Springs. You got Elbert. You got Lincoln, Colorado. Uh, Cunison, right? Peatkin, um, Clarefields, Carfields. Look at all these different parts of Colorado. So yeah, what you gonna vote for? You don't have the option to vote for a man who, if elected, his duty is to preside. That's being a president, to preside over the state that you're voting on. Okay, this isn't like Puerto Rico. If it was Puerto Rico, kind of like I could forgive the Democrats if they were trying to take Puerto Rico and say Puerto Rico can't vote on Trump because it's not really a state. It's like half a state, right? Puerto Rico gets involved in the primaries, and that's fucking it. There's a caucus for Puerto Rico, but the electoral votes is just the 50 states. So that is irritating to no end. And let's turn to the next page because there's nice little tidbits here. This is from the 1990. Here we have, there is Colorado, right? Okay, Colorado is known as the state of statehood. Date of statehood. It is the Denver capital motto is nothing without Providence. Where's the Providence in taking away the option to vote for the man, to vote for Trump? Now, wouldn't it have been better to trust the American people, to trust them to make the right decision, right? To trust the American people of the Coloradonians, to trust them to make the right decision. No, you took their choice away. You took their choices away. All for what? Okay? Whether or not George Soros is behind it or not, or whatever's going on. There's more of the economy of Colorado. This was the economy of Colorado 30 years ago. How's it doing now? Right? The state budget was 3.8 billion. What's the state budget now? So here's all this information that was 30 years ago. Back then, we had George H.W. Bush. Clinton was not anywhere near the radar. We had Clinton and Ross Perot. That's when we had three candidates. Ross Perot was the independent candidate. You had three people, right? Back in 92. What a different time that was. And now we are in a world where you can't even vote for who you want. Even though Donald John Trump has the legal right to be on the ballot, they figured out just some sort of bullshit way to take him off. So now the Trump team has to go to the Supreme Court. Now, for those of you who are anti-Trump, yes, Rudy Giuliani does have to pay money to the state of Georgia. I didn't like the state of Michigan. I thought the state of Michigan the Supreme Court in Michigan were a bunch of clowns. Anybody who likes Michigan, you can keep Michigan with their stupid Supreme Court. Some of these people are woke, and some of these people are just fucking idiots. They don't know how to run anything. Michigan. Anybody ever watch that 5-hour right side broadcasting thing way back then? That was the best 5 hours of your life. It was better than the SNL skit. If you watch the SNL skit, yeah, you watch that SNL skit with what is it, Kate McKinnon being Giuliani, making fun of Giuliani farting. Wasn't it like 20 years before that they had the first responders and Rudy Giuliani standing in a semi-dark stage on SNL because of what happened in 9/11? And there was a folk song, there was guitar, there was singing, and everybody was mourning and reflecting. And then 20 years after that, SNL makes fun of Giuliani farting, of course, because they bite the hand that feeds them. Bunch of assholes, bunch of hypocrites. So yeah, that happened. And Giuliani, I think, was recently talking to somebody. Yeah. And so now, at this point, before the Colorado Supreme Court, these motherfuckers have the power to remove somebody from a ballot who has the legal right to be on a ballot. If you're not worried about Trump, why are you trying to take him away from the ballots? Okay, So Trump was talking about other things when he was at the Iowa. I think the Iowa caucus is happening now, right? The Iowa caucus. So yeah, what a real mess. So yeah, Michigan. Yeah. So there are some people that have to serve some time, some community service, whatever. Trump's team. I heard somewhere that they were trying to find illegal ways to get all the voting records, but I don't know how much of that's true. Probably some of it's true. Um, I mean, you got to do some illegal things to try to get to the truth. Well, they're going to catch you on it. They're going to call you on your bullshit. Letitia James and her lazy eye. And then you got Georgia, which was the smoking gun of trying to figure out. Because I remember when I saw that video footage, Georgia had that, like, okay, you saw everybody was like kind of sitting around on their chairs, right? They grab, so here's one tub of votes. They move this to the side, they grab another tub, right? Everybody remember those videos from Georgia? Like there was some suspicious shit going on. And that was just uncalled for. But what is coming up? So I'm in California, not Colorado. March 5th, 2024 is the California caucus for Democrats and Republicans. So, what's going to happen there? Are they going to take Trump off of California as well? Are they going to do that to Florida as well? Look, I'm not saying, this is what I'm saying. And by the way, I know celebrities like Mark Hamill or any celebrity tells you, go out and vote, go out and vote, go out and vote. What does your vote mean now? Your vote is starting to mean this, okay? That's what your vote is starting to mean. Because you can't even vote for what you want, what you are legally allowed to vote for. What happened was unconstitutional. Okay? You have to prove that Trump has no legal right to be on the ballot as a way of running for president. If you are, let me tell you, when anyone is legally running for president, running for governor, running for mayor, and by the way, if you could do this to Trump, the first thing I thought of is if they could corrupt a ballot, they could do it again for other people. Okay, I don't know the Colorado politicians. Are there corrupt assholes in the Supreme Court? What about the school board? What about the mayors? What about the congressmen and women? If you could just kick somebody out because you don't like them, or for whatever reason, then you could take them off the ballot too. Except that those people aren't as well known. But since you could corrupt the system like that, you could do it for everything. That people start crying and complaining. Well, no, we got to do it all across the board. So for every person that is libeled and slandered to be bad politicians, even though there's been no proof, let's just say for lesser people, okay, lesser politicians, then you could do the same thing. Just erase them off the ballot, even though they're legally allowed to run for Congress, or they're allowed to run for mayor, they're allowed to run for Senate. No, we're going to erase them off the ballot as though they never existed. Nope, you don't get to vote for that person. How about that? Or only these people in these districts can vote for that person, but not these other districts. So they're perverting everything. So for these draconian things, you did know that I was going to come on YouTube and post this fucking video, right? These draconian things that were going to fucking happen. And if this happens to California, don't even fucking vote. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, okay? And I'm going to bring this up in March, and I'm going to bring this up again in November. I'm not voting for anybody. Period. I'm not voting for any of you motherfuckers who didn't look out for me. None of you. And anybody in the comments section has a problem with what I'm saying, you go fuck your mother's ass so she fucking bleeds. You don't need to be here. Anybody that never looked out for me but wants me to vote for them, go fuck your mother, go fuck your aunt, go fuck your grandma, go fuck your grandfather. Happy Hanukkah. Because that's it. Like, I'm just not going to give into this corrupt shit. I get nothing out of it. I get personally nothing. I get fucked over the coals. Because March is it. March 5th is it for us for the caucus for California. And they're going to try to pull this bullshit. How many bullshitty things? See, Trump's team, and Trump knows that we're well past the point of going to sleep when JFK and the wife go down the street on a motorcade exposed to the air. Okay, I mean, they're looking for those snipers on the roof. Okay, so since the snipers on the roof cannot exist, the next best thing they get people like Letitia James and George Soros and Alvin Bragg and all these other idiots who can't. You can't even take down the guy right. If Trump did something illegal that was so bad that was going to keep him away from the presidency for good, it would have already been done. All the Me Too's, all the Epstein stuff, all the terrorist threats, all the money change and the handshakes and the money exchange and all this stuff, they would have found it a long time ago. But the fact that they keep doing these petty things, I mean, how many more Judge Kavanaugh versus Christine Blasey Ford scenarios do we need? Ridiculous. So yeah, I'm not happy. I see that a corrupt system is happening here, okay? This is the problem with cancel cultures. Eventually, you yourself will be canceled. It's just like The Simpsons. Remember The Simpsons? Remember I told you, when Marge Simpson and her cancer culture got rid of the Itchy and Scratchy cartoon, they say, oh, good, good. Oh, here's this next thing we can cancel, the Statue of David. Yes, we're going to cancel the Statue of David. And Marge is like, no, yes, no, yes, we're canceling this too. That's the problem. You all can't agree on the same thing. And sooner or later, the remove the person from the ballot, because reasons, shtick is going to repeat itself. And it's going to be on a politician that all the Democrats love. But no, we love this. We love this stuff. And the Republicans are going to say, no, we're going to take this person off the ballot. Fuck this person. He doesn't deserve to be on the ballot, which is kind of shit too. But this is the can of worms you fuckers opened. So that's it. That's that. And I'm out.